Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe...
É só o primeiro episódio, foi rápido. Tutorial, né?
Now, she's missing.
Alice? É pra jogar um episódio por dia, tem a retrospectiva.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I missed my
Semana
week.
passada em
I was
Alan Wake.
attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
O cara tá com a
The
amnésia de
sheriff
uma
told me the
semana.
lake Alice and I had stayed
Uma
at,
semana alguém tirou ele de
but
lá.
the cabin had disappeared.
Beleza, né? Mudanças. Afundou. O Alan só tem essa roupinha só, né?
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie.
Cheguei, querida.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Isso aí na mesa é o que eu tô achando que é.
It'll warm you up.
Cara, ela sabe como me agradar.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these
Obrigado,
shots are turning out
Guardei no
great.
bolso aqui já.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Vou fazer café, claro que vou. Entendeu? Quando o casal se conhece, é assim, já deixou a térmica ali pra mim já. Não, é só os livros que ele escreveu. Olha meus livros aqui. Livros grandes, né? Retorno ao Remetente, O que eu não posso esquecer, Alex Casey, As coisas que eu quero, A queda de Casey. Pistolinha de ouro ali.
Coffee's on.
Passar um café antes pra me
Great,
estresse.
thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Vou comprar uma TV. Nota fiscal tá em cima. Já tem um home theater ali. Vamos ver que tá uma baita tempestade de neve lá fora.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On
Ela
occasion,
faz
I can perform all
as
sorts of
imagens de
miracles,
divulgação
my
dos
dear.
livros. Por isso ela quer que eu escreva, é o trabalho dela também.
These look really
Vai
good.
lançar livro sim.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Caraca, mas não tem um segundo de
Alan?
paz.
Alan, please check the
Okay.
fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Checar os fusíveis. Não sei nem onde fica. Aqui, já achei já.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
Vamos lá.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Ah,
I know it's stupid,
deve ter
It's
sempre
just-
vela essa mulher em casa.
especially when I'm not
Não foi
prepared
pouca
for it,
não
you
que
know?
acendeu ela.
It gets to me.
I love you.
Eu
Tell
tenho
me
um
a
medo
story, writer.
maluco de
Okay.
escuro perturbado.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got
Little
scared of the
clicks.
dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah,
Caramba,
nice
não-
story, writer
Não
boy.
é que ele tinha medo de escuro, ele tem ainda, né? Ele
Não.
carrega o negócio com ele.
Seriously.
I love you.
Eu
Give you
costumava
job,
ter medo
writer.
de escuro.
Thanks for this.
Pensar que ela tá dando um mergulho agora é triste. E ela debochando. Eita. O cara contando a história da infância dele. E a minha mãe me deu porque eu não conseguia ficar no escuro. Era a única forma de eu
Any
ficar
nausea,
essa
disorientation,
porcaria.
anything like that? Mr. Wake, how you feeling?
Bem,
I'm okay. My head's fine.
tudo bem.
I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well.
Deus me
I
livre
don't
ter que ir
think
pro
you have a
hospital.
concussion, but
Eu vou
you've
mentir.
obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience
O cara
any
tava
other
mexendo
symptoms,
com
you
peixe,
should
depois
come
veio
see
mexer
me.
em mim.
I'll let you
Esses
get on
médicos de
with it.
cidade pequena não
Sarah,
estão ligando muito com as coisas
Sheriff
não, né?
Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small town doctor.
Seu
Sheriff
Nelson.
Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Seu Nelson veio me atender. Gente boa. Ó, a velha doida, tá ali já. A que fica agorando todo mundo. Você vai morrer aí no escuro. Né? Você viu esse homem? Não. Aqui é o cachorro, né? É o Toby. Não dá pra olhar porque o Alan não tá nem aí pra cachorro. Uma galera desaparecendo. Começa assim essas cidadezinhas. Ah, são apenas pessoas sumindo. Ali é o escritório da xerife. Eu não vou.
Mr. Wake,
Eu
the
ia
sheriff
meter o
is
pé.
waiting for you in her office down the
Posso não.
corridor.
Obrigado, já
That
vou
was
lá já.
Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be
A
the
excêntrica da
editor of the
cidade.
local newspaper, but she's
Tá
focused
chamando ela de
on
louca, não tá não?
other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a
Porque
little
na
obsessed
cidade
with
grande
maintaining
americana
the
são
light
todos
bulbs
loucos.
of the
Ah,
whole
ela ia
town,
aparecer normal.
refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
É, né? Que cidadezinha pequena não tem uma assombração, né? Um ataque sobrenatural. Será que eles vão dar falta?
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Tá bom. Aqui não tem nada.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Obrigado.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Se for iPhone, já
I'm not
descarregou de novo.
sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron
A
Lake?
gente discutiu, eu já logo
How did you
afundei
end up
a
at
ilha com aquela
Stucky's
mulher.
gas station?
Me
I
irritou.
wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Celular Verizon. Popular lá em
Hello?
Bradford.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see
A
your
mulher
wife.
tá de boa aí, ó.
Who is
Tá
this?
ligando.
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you
Na
can meet me in
mesma
Elderwood National
página.
Park. There's a spot called
Mr.
Lover's
Wake, can I
Peak.
help you with anything?
Midnight.
Espera aí, tem um telefone.
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Acenda, acenda, acenda.
Thank you,
Ah.
man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy.
Mas você vai ter que ficar nessa pontinha aí, que se for falar, ali já é escuro o suficiente, ali já morreu. Para de escrever esse livro aí. Vai embora.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head
Caraca,
ache.
mais
The man on
uma.
the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
É ali, hein. Ó, o Alan Vandal. Às vezes não se aplicam a mim, eu sou um artista. Eu sou famoso.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Carteira de motorista da...
Thank God! Where the hell have you been?
Opa, meu
I've been
amigo.
trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Conhecer os sequestradores.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to
O
anyone
nome dos
when they were still
velhinhos,
living
Thor
at
e
their
Odin.
farm.
Indeed. All
Eles
we
tinham
can do
tapa-olho
is
até,
to
né?
slow down the progress
Odin,
of their
provavelmente.
dementia.
Quer
Are
dizer,
you feeling any better, Mr.
tá
Wake?
mais que
I'd
protegido
like
essa
to
cidade.
leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk
Am I
about...
under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood
Yeah,
are pretty
those-
nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm
Uma cabine,
Dr.
mais uma
Neil
cabine.
Hartman.
Só gente
I'd like
boa.
to invite
Só
you to
gente
stay
boa
over
mesmo.
in
Só
Lake
a
Lodge.
galera.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure
Yes.
of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Hey,
Oh, my!
take it easy.
Tá vendo que eu sou maluco? Você vai ver como é que eu sou maluco.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his
Eu sou
agent.
meu agente, cara.
If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock
Já
you
tá com
up.
essa fama de dar murro nas pessoas. O artista violento.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. I believed that Alice had been
O
kidnapped.
importante é que você
Anything
escreveu,
beyond that was
entendeu?
another story.
Ah,
I
mas
had
aí
a
a Alice
midnight
sumiu,
appointment
mas
with the
pô, isso vai dar
kidnapper
um
at a
livro
place
tão
called
bom.
Lover's Peak,
Esse material
somewhere
aí
in
que você tá
Elderwood
preparado.
National Park. The plan was
Que
to rent a
negócio
cabin.
do...
I don't like
Parecer
it,
que
Al.
prevê o
I don't like
futuro.
any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you too.
Vamos lá visitar
I was just bringing
a
Max to
nada
He's on the
psicótica fã.
balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Yeah, Max.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Vamos visitar o cara que empalha bicho.
Seriously, Al,
There's
what you were saying in
something-
the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept?
Não,
Are you
parece,
high?
parece
Have you been
loucura.
drinking?
No!
Yeah.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just.
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a
Tá
bestseller.
jogando aqui.
But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Ah, você tá sendo meio babaca. Seu amigo de contatos que tá vendo sombra aí dando tiro nelas.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Eu tô
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap.
Max.
They're illegal to
Não,
use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at
Tá
all.
por aí,
But
hein?
that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is going to be okay.
Tudo bem,
He
Max.
got lucky. Max
So?
is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just
Eu tô
yet.
indo lá. eu tô
The
indo
form's
lá.
on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and
Tá
meet a
nisso
kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing.
No.
Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Melhorar o Barry fazer o que é importante. Ele na térmica de café. Vamos assinar aqui, alugar mais uma cabana. Deu certo da última vez. Aqui, ó.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Tudo bem. Agora é uma preocupação aí.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went
Meu
into
Deus,
thin air.
velho.
A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a
É só não
flashlight at him.
acreditar, mano.
You
Tá
hear
bom.
that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What
Bom,
was
uma
it?
coisa
If
é
there's
você
no
acreditar em
proof, it's
homeopatia.
pure
Que a
bullshit.
gente sabe que
Period.
não funciona.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Outra coisa é
Al,
o espírito
come
que apareceu lá,
I mean,
que a gente testou a existência
okay,
dele na
maybe
base da bala.
something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here,
Fiquei
bestseller.
meio bolado que o
What
cara
would you think if it
mandou
was
o
me?
argumento.
There's no way you should be
Você
going out
falou
at midnight
besteira aí
with a
sobre
gun.
homeopatia e tá
No
acreditando
one
em
asked you to come here, Barry.
sobrenatural.
Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your
Vai
choice.
pra Nova York.
Mhm.
Vamos mais falar sobre isso então. Vamos só achar a mulher. Nossa, ele abrindo a porta. Abriu.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al,
Cacete! Cara, insuportável.
we should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry,
Caramba.
they'll kill her.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
Pô, minha câmera tá de lado.
Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Daí, ó. Falaram com um monte de gente, ninguém
Just
tava
be
de
careful
máscara.
with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
O jogo não salva mais quando eu posso.
The vision left me awake. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Ajude o Rust.
Anybody?
Mano,
Help me!
chegando.
Help me!
Hello?
Back here! I'm back here! Hey.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the
O cara
office.
já tá todo lascado, né? Você soltar o Max e deixar pelo menos o
Okay,
Max se
Rusty.
salvar.
Hang on. I'll be
O
right
doguinho
back.
tem nada a ver com o que tá acontecendo.
Whatever did this couldn't be R. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
É, Max.
Shh. Good boy.
Vou lá ligar a luz. Então vocês também ficam trampando no escuro aí.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Vou acender a luz. O Rusty é atacado pela
The
presença
visitor center
sombria.
was
Já
sturdy,
aconteceu.
but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters.
A gente
Rusty
viu, o
was
impacto
thrown
destruiu
across
a
the
frente
lobby like a
toda.
ragdoll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt him.
Quebrou as pernas do cara. A gente viu, o cara já tá lá todo. Tudo dói, né? Safe. Mais uma caixa. O Wake chega no.
At the last
seguro
instant,
de
I
luz
changed
aí.
direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the
No
trunk
instante
of
eu
the
me
tree.
joguei aí.
I stumbled
O
into the
machado
pool of bright
passou,
light.
acertou a
My
árvore.
lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move.
Ficou mais
I
queimado.
tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never
A gente sabe também. Você joga na luz, os bichos desistem. O negócio é correr pra luz. Munição, bateria.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back
Não vai
on.
dar pra acender a luz, não, mas.
Rusty!
Perigo.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Medo. Os bichos estão deixando pereba pra trás agora. Max. Chegou a galera, gente boa. Ah, desviei pra dentro do ataque do cara. O cara jogando de trivela esse negócio. Saiu o poste mesmo, matou. É. Cadê o Max?
Something
Meu
had
Deus,
torn
o
a
bicho pegou o
man-sized hole
Max.
in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Não limite os animais.
Fishing! For those
É, tá bem,
who
né?
purchase a park license, obey!
Caramba, a bateria vai embora.
Rusty, no!
Never. Two bears and wolves never approach any other closer than.
Tô quase. É uma amizade, Rich.
Never lay your head unattended. It is against the law to remove any
Ele não tá muito bem.
or historical artifacts.
A perna arrumou, né? Só tá suja a calça. Falou, irmão. Embaixo de uma fina camada de pele.
E aí, curtiu o vídeo? Então considera deixar aí o teu like e se inscrever no canal. Se curtiu mesmo, compartilha para algum amigo, quem sabe dois. Vamos ajudar o gameplay a crescer. Obrigadão, pessoal. Até o próximo gameplay.